do you think it's possible? Maybe could he have gone out a window? You know, I go back to these weird lights.
That was my first. And the old neighbors that lived there, I'm still friends with them.
Okay.
The daughter was like, "Oh, my window. You could get out of my window very easily." So I even asked him about that. And when I was looking around the house too that day when everybody was sort of trying to search for him. Yeah. All the screens are on the windows, and the one window that the girl was talking about, that would be there was something in front of it that couldn't be moved. It was kind of,
like an obstruction
that he would have made. Yeah, so I think because all of the screens were in the windows, that they ruled that completely out.
And I found it odd that the screens are on the lower window and the upper window.
Oh, really?
Yes, they cover both the upper and the lower window, and I thought that was kind of odd.
Interesting.
Well, our neighbor the old neighbor had put in the top of the line stuff in that house. So.
The people who originally owned it, they passed away, and their daughter sold it a couple years ago to them.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Okay.
They've only been there about a year and a half.
They were great people.
Oh, so they're relatively new in the neighborhood then? Kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
They already know that because I've seen the post on social media from Zillow and places like that.
Right.
It's a little weird and disturbing to be sitting on so close. It's like being on the front row.
Absolutely, I mean? Yes. You guys are so close. It's like crazy.
The place where they think his bedroom was, his bed is on the front of the house. It is not on the back of the house.
Okay, good to know. Okay.
And with him, we never got a phone call or a knock on the door saying we can't find him because he's run off, because she said he's not a runner. Mm-hmm. I never heard anybody say we can't find Sebastian. He's walking down the street without permission or whatever. Mm-hmm. And that you can talk to him. I mean, he could carry on a fine conversation because he came across the street and helped me do some yard work one day for a few minutes, like picking up some leaves and handing me a shovel.
Nice.
And he needed help. Very well-mannered boy. My first thought, I'd heard that he had some medical issues, but my first thought was, he's just a little awkward. It's not. He's fine.
Okay.
So I mean, my experience with him was fine.
Okay, it's kind of normal.
I've never in social media.
Yeah.
And I've told too many people that. I've told law enforcement that you can go up to him and talk to him. He'll come talk to you. He came to me. He approached me.
Wow. Okay. Very interesting.
I think it interests me a lot. That he will approach you and talk to you if you're not threatening, I guess.
Okay. Good to know. And now there's not any new neighbors in the neighborhood or anything that's really different and new that's happened recently, right?
Nothing new and odd.
Okay.
Nothing worth noting.
Okay. Because it's just so bizarre.
And the guy that lives behind him is a sheriff.
Okay.
He works for the sheriff. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Right behind him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does Mom park in the garage regularly, would you say?
Always.
Yeah, most of the time, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Wow.
Chris has a really big truck.
Keep it in the garage.
Yeah, so his does not go in the garage.
Okay.
And it's funny, somebody posted that they drove through the neighborhood and saw his truck connected to the RV. Are they getting ready to leave town? I didn't answer that, but the answer to that question was no. He brought his RV back from Memphis. You kind of got to have it hooked up to back it up into the driveway.
So, for sure. Yes.
But I was going to say, TBI asked us, someone asked us a few questions like, have you ever seen any inappropriate conversation?
That was like day 4 or 5.
Yeah, inappropriate activity over there, dealing with Sebastian. And the answer is no.
Yeah.
I never saw anything that I would consider mean, hateful, inappropriate.
Okay.
I really haven't.
Yeah.
Any kind of abuse, no. Never saw anybody with a bruise.
Wild parties, no wild parties, no crazy people.
Yeah.
We've never. anything odd or strange,
Okay.
at all
Okay.
that I can.
So yeah, and I know everybody says if the TBI would just come out and say they've been cleared, but my theory on that is until they find Sebastian, nobody's cleared.
That's so
I'm
true.
not cleared. I mean, we're all.
And here is one
Yeah.
other thing I will say. She said, because she does have 2 little dogs,
Yeah.
precious little dogs.
Yeah.
And she says they're barkers. And she said they bark all the time. And she said, so if they had have barked that night, like if he left the house and they would have barked, she said, I probably wouldn't have thought anything about it because they bark all the time and you just become sort of numb and you don't think anything about it.
You
Yeah.
don't hear any noise. You don't think much about it.
And
Right.
because I guess we had already asked her about that. I didn't know if they did or didn't. She said, I really just don't even pay attention to that
Yeah.
anymore because
Okay.
they're just bitty yappy dogs.
Right. Yeah.
But she does have a place that she puts them up too.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, they're not running free at night.
Yeah. I can't believe this has been going on for what, 3 weeks or so almost, something like that. Is that right? Oh my gosh. Unbelievable.
Something constant.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a nightmare.
So I wonder if it'll ever be solved.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think of the case from years ago in Nashville.
Yeah. Oh.
I hope it's not one of those.
Yes, I know. And Summer Wells, too, out of, what was it, Rogersville, Tennessee. She's never been found either. So, it makes me wonder. Oh, well, and I thought of one thing real quick. And, this does sound crazy, but so suppose, and this is just being hypothetical here, if she parked in the garage, and let's just say that she was able to carry this out, without anybody knowing, because it was so well planned, so orchestrated, right? She could, but the thing is, you're saying you didn't see her leave at all, except around 6:30ish when she's on the phone, right? And she's asking neighbors.
It was less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Was because her garage lights over the garage never went out.
Okay.
That was very well lit. If she put him in a car, let's just say, okay, if she did anything, she put him in a car, you would see that car leave.
Yeah.
If someone came out that garage area, close to that garage, you would see.
Interesting.
You would definitely be able to see that. And I think the Secret Service would have been able to have seen that.
Right.
But now if it was on the other side of the house, you wouldn't.
Okay.
And if she said, I drove to Beach High School around the parking lot to see who was there and came home, the cops have our video. They would see when she left, when she came back, and then they could just go down to Beach High School and get the video there and corroborate that.
That's so true.
And the fact thing about it, is a good thing.
Yeah.
If they had her meeting someone there and putting a bag in the car, I'd like to think that she would be in handcuffs by now.
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah. Another thing is, now the night before this happened, I was checking to see, just see if any cars came by, and you can see a car.
Oh yeah.
If the light, drive down the road.
Yes.
Our camera would pick that up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it would definitely pick it up even if the lights were out. It would pick that up.
Yeah.
So I don't think anybody came down this road.
Okay.
Pretty much all night long.
All night long that night.
Yeah. So it's like, what are those weird lights? I keep going back to that, going, that is just so mysterious.
I don't know.
Right.
I know they say they're nothing, but it looks like at least one of them's moving.
That's what it seemed like to me. Yeah.
It looked like one of them was definitely moving.
It did. So it's like...
I don't know, but I'm not an expert because I can't even tell exactly where they are in the, in that yard.
Right.
And
I can't
people
either.
do have protection lights. One guy close to us does have one that's super bright, but he's several houses down, and I'm sure it's motion detection if it's not on all the time.
Okay. Gotcha. Wow. Well, I sure appreciate your guys' time so much, and I hope he's found. My gosh, I hope some clue at least emerges soon, that can give insight as to what happened. This is bizarre. Absolutely bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be a cloud for a long time over the neighborhood.
It will, yes, and his poor mom, like she's left with no answers.
We got 2 kids and been married 25 years, and I just can't imagine.
Oh.
I just can't even let myself try to imagine.
Yes.
It would give me a panic attack.
Absolutely, and then not knowing what even happened. That's crazy.
It scares me up.
Yeah, me too. I get it. I've got 3 kids myself. I understand. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thanks so much for everything. Yeah. And you guys have a fantastic rest of your day if you can. Despite everything.
Thank you. Maybe something will crack the case.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. Yes. Definitely. Okay. Right. Okay, you guys take care. Thanks a lot.
Take care.
Okay. Bye.